So I went to my friend from Egypt. I said, excuse me, is it true you guys don't have any music in your mosques? He said, that's true. How many mosques are in the world? He said, millions. I said, millions. They all have electricity? He said, yeah. Because I sell electric pianos, organs. I was thinking, I could get rich. This is a good idea. Do you think they'd be interested in any music? He said, you could try. But I doubt it. You boy. See, he didn't want to make anything just like haram, haram, haram. Just let you get in the door. First thing first. La ilaha illallah. And he kept that first no matter what we brought up. No matter what was the subject. He'd get it back to la ilaha illallah. A few days more go by. The Catholic priest says, can I go again with you? He said, sure. He said, I found such peace there. I just want to go there again and feel that feeling again. So they left. And they didn't come back. They didn't come back. And it was so late at night. And they finally drove up the old country road out there. And when they got out of the car, right away I recognized the Muslim, you know. But who was this guy with him? Had on a white kufiya, a long white robe. That's the priest? What happened to you? Pete, did you become a Muslim? He said, Ashhadu wa la ilaha illallah, I said, oh, Muhammad Rasulullah. I was shocked. I considered this to be the biggest part of the story because this man had dedicated his entire life to the Lord. He had completely given up all worldly things so that he could be a priest. He could not get married. He could not have children. He cannot do this and that and so and so. They don't even gamble. They don't do anything. They just pray. So, wow. You giving all that up? He said, I'm giving up nothing. I'm gaining. I'm going, really? He said, this is the right way. I said, I know it is. So let me get my cameras out. We used to have a television show. I get my camera out, set it on a tripod, get the lights hooked up, put the microphones in. You guys know how long that takes. We get it all together. Guess what? The priest was asleep. So I went upstairs. I want to tell my wife, I'm still excited. I can't believe it. A priest entered Islam today. Can you believe that? A priest, a Catholic priest, became a Muslim, I'm telling her. She said, I want to get a divorce. I go, huh? Wait a minute. This is a different subject here. What happened? She said, I've been listening, talking. We were thinking about what's going on around here. I see where you're going. I know where I want to go. And I said, and a Muslim cannot be married to a Christian. We heard him say that. A Muslim can't be married to a Christian, so I want a divorce. I said, I'm not going to become no Muslim. Take it easy. Did I say I want to be one of them guys? No, I didn't say that. Farthest thing from my mind. Forget about that. Let's go back to normal. And besides, he said that a Christian woman couldn't be married to a Muslim. A Muslim woman can't be married to a Christian man, you see. So if I became a Muslim, it would be all right for you to be a Christian. It's just that a Muslim woman can't be married to the Christian or Jew or anything else. She said, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I want to become a Muslim. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Okay, it's time to go into a save mode. There's what's called Plan B. By the way, there's some good news here. I too would like to be a Muslim. She said, what? I said, no, really, I wanted to, but I didn't know how to tell you, so I also want to be a Muslim. So that's it, okay? She said, I don't believe you. I said, no, I just didn't know how to tell you. I didn't know what to say in front of Dad, but hey, you know, now that it's all out, I'm ready to be a Muslim. Da, 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 da. She said, you're a liar. I said, how can you say that? She said, you're either lying right now or you were lying 5 minutes ago when you said you didn't want to be a Muslim. Got me there all right. Yep, that's pretty true. She said, get out. Well, that's that, you know. I'm going down the steps, and I'm thinking, you know, all my life, everything is just flashing in front of me. My wife, my kids. Wait a minute, this is my father's house. How am I getting thrown out of here? So I go down. I wake up my friend from Egypt. I said, come outside. You and me, we got to talk. He said, what's the matter? I said, we got to go outside. Oh, yeah. We go outside, and I begin to tell him my whole life story, everything. I don't know why I had to talk to somebody. So we walked up and down those country roads until the sun started to rise for Fajr. He was so patient. He listened so intently. And by the way, that wasn't the only time. This man was always ready to listen to my problems long after I got into Islam. But on this particular occasion, I really needed him to listen. As the sun started to rise and we saw the first little bit of orange, I told him, you better go pray your Fajr, and I got to figure out what to do. So I snuck off by myself. I found a big piece of board with a shelter over it, and I put it down. There's something in the Bible about making a booth to pray to the Lord, okay? I don't know if you know about that. It's called the booth. And they set it up. I tried to face it toward what I figure is the east, about the direction he's aiming himself. And I put my head on the ground because I said if it works for those Muslim guys, maybe it'll work for me. And with my head on the ground, I said these words only. Oh God, if you're there, guide me. And when I raised up my head, I understood everything. It was in me where the problem was. It's not out there. It's in here. And not until you begin to deal with this in here will you ever be able to get right with what's out here. Because when this is not right, your connection to Him is not right. And when that's not right, ain't nothing right. I had to become a Muslim, and I had to tell the truth, and I had to admit there could only be one God. Not two, not three. And God can forgive sin if He wants to. And He doesn't need to kill somebody else to get it done. In fact, I had to be responsible for my own sins. And that's the hardest part about changing out of Christianity to Islam, is to come to grips with the fact that you have to stand up and pay for what you did. You can't charge it to somebody else's American Express card. So that was it for me. I knew I had to go in, so I went in and I made a bath, and I came downstairs and I was ready. And I stood there in front of my friend from Egypt and the brand new Muslim, the ex-priest, and I said these words, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah.